What's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. The weekend league is over. If you didn't catch that episode, check one of the previous ones. I was able to finish 29, getting Elite 3 with Salah coming through and saving me big time. If it wasn't for Salah coming off the bench every single time, I don't know what would happen. But today I have a draft, an online draft for you to see. I sped up this team selection so we can get to the games faster. I was able to get a pretty good team. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get Team of the Year, Ronaldo, or even Ronaldo as fact. I didn't get any Messis, any Bales. I didn't get R9 Ronaldo. I didn't get Ronaldinho. But I was able to get a halfway decent team. But the whole strength of my team was right in the middle with big boy Conte and Team of the Year Modric putting in work to help us get a good draft. Well, the only thing we're looking for in this draft is to at least break even, and I think this was as close to breaking even as possible, because as you'll see, I roll through all 4 opponents, but at the end the rewards were pretty bad. But I'm not even going to get into that right now. You'll be able to see how I'm packing these players. Suarez was good. Bellerin was clutch, because Bellerin is one of the few right backs that can catch Team of the Year Ronaldo or the RW Ronaldo. Bellerin saved me so many times. It's like you become like a deer in caught in headlights when you see Ronaldo running with space on the ball, but then when you see Bellerin sprinting past him, you just like, thank God I chose Bellerin to be my right back. He saved me so many times. But moving past the FUT Draft, talking a little bit about some of the news that's going on today and some of the games that's going to happen later today in the Champions League. First, as I'm a Chelsea fan, I have to say that there has been a lot of rumors going around that Conte has left his position, like he's been sacked. And that is music to my ears. That's music to a lot of Chelsea fans' ears. Because if you go on Twitter when that rumor was going around, everyone's like, thank heavens, send his ass back to Italy. But it looks like it was just a rumor that he left yesterday. What it looks like is gonna happen is that he won't be there Saturday for the next game that we're gonna play. But at this point, we don't need him anymore. As I said last time, we're 10 points off Tottenham. We're not gonna catch them, even if they have disastrous. Like, I can't see them beating Manchester City. Manchester City is gonna go full pelt into the Premier League now that they've been eliminated from the FA Cup. They're gonna get eliminated from the Champions League by Liverpool. We'll get into that later. The only thing that they won the Carabao Cup. The only cup they have left that they need to secure, they won it already, but they need to secure is the Premier League. So they're gonna go at Tottenham, beat them at Wembley, and then they're gonna go again at their next game, whatever it may be, and then they'll lift the cup there, because they can't. Even if they win at Tottenham, they won't be mathematically champions. But talking about the Champions League games, there's 2 matches if you don't know. There's the Roma and Barcelona game, and then there's a Liverpool and Manchester City game. If I'm not mistaken, the Liverpool Manchester City game is at the Etihad, Yeah, it's at the Etihad, and the Barcelona and Roma game is at the Camp Nou. First, talking about the Barcelona game, that game is well and truly over. I don't see any way that Roma is gonna score 3 goals, 4 goals at Barcelona. They just can't. There's not that kind of team. They might score 1, maybe 2, but I see Barcelona and Messi coming again and smashing them. It pains me to say it because I'm a Ronaldo fan. I prefer Ronaldo to Messi. I can appreciate Messi. He's a fantastic player, amazing. Love to watch him play, but Ronaldo is a goat. But Messi loves to come through. He came through against my Chelsea, smashed Courtois so bad, made me want to cry. I couldn't even look. I was like, God damn it, Courtois, close your fucking legs. God damn it. But that's beside the point. They played better. We weren't ready for it. And they beat Chelsea. They passed us. And they're going to pass Roma. Now going to the other game, which is a vastly better game. For one particular reason. Both games, talking about the Roma-Barcelona game, and the Liverpool-Manchester City game, there's both a 3-goal difference. But the main difference at the Premier League teams is that Liverpool is notoriously bad at maintaining leads. Their defense is so shaky that it is laughable. They spent 75 million on Van Dijk, and he looks like to have shored them up a little bit, but I don't think enough. They're not gonna piece one player in there and then the whole back line and the goalie is sound. The goalie is questionable. The center back partner is questionable. Whether you put Matip or Lovren or Clavin, any one of those 3, all suspect. And then the left back and right back, you have Moreno on the left back and the right back. You have Gomez. He's a young guy. These big games can get to you. He's impressed me so far, but I'm still going to hold my reservations and see what happens. Because if Manchester City were to get 1 goal, maybe even 2 goals in the first half, I think even 1 goal would be enough to frighten Liverpool and give Manchester City some confidence to come back. So that's the game that everyone has to be watching, because in where I am, New York time, at 2:45, well 3:45 now because of daylight savings, it is going to go off, and I will be watching both of those games, but with my focus on the Liverpool-Manchester City game, because I would love to see Manchester City lose. But for some reason, I don't want Liverpool to do well too. But I think Liverpool will get eliminated further on if they get a Real Madrid or a Barcelona. But I just fear that if Manchester City are able to pass Liverpool and pull a miraculous comeback, they might be a little hard to stop. Because there's not a team that plays like Liverpool in the Champions League right now. I think Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, they all can be outpaced by Liverpool. The Liverpool's front 3 is so dynamic. It is breathtaking to watch. Just in them here at the stadium and everyone's singing their anthem. Yeah, you will never walk alone. If you watch those, even if you're not in England, as I'm not, even if you're not, just go on YouTube and type in Liverpool, you will never walk alone, and listen to it. It gives you chills. And as a Chelsea fan, it makes me a little bit jealous. I admit, I'm a little jelly because Chelsea fans are quiet Like, I'll give Conte some props that he gets us going. He'll lift the crowd up because he's so energetic, and that's what I always liked about him. He was energetic. He'll jump in the crowd. We all love that. We're suckers for that kind of thing. But with Liverpool, if they pass, if Liverpool pass Manchester City, I think they'll lose in the next round. If Manchester City passes, I think it'll be a little bit hard. But now switching focus from football, because I am also a UFC fan, and I know I'm a little late, but if you guys have not heard about what happened with Conor McGregor in New York on Saturday, no, it was Friday, you are missing out. I don't know where you've been. Conor McGregor went into the Barclays Center with one of his guys that had press credentials, let him in with about 20 other guys. This is coming from Dana White. And they went down to the loading dock area where the buses were, because they've just finished the press conference, the fighters for UFC 223, and they're all getting ready to go back to the hotel. So Conor and all his goons come down to the bus where the fighters are getting on and trying to get to the hotel, and he starts smashing the bus, him and all his goons. And the video for that is staggering. As a Conor McGregor fan, I cannot believe what I saw. In the video, you can see clear as day Conor McGregor picking up a dolly and tossing it through a window. And then you hear that one of the fighters got cut up so bad that they had to send him to the hospital. That is unacceptable. There were women on the bus. There weren't just fighters. There were cut men, publicists, people that would walk around with them. You cannot act like that. And as a UFC fan, you cannot tolerate that. If any people that watch this are UFC fans, you have to make sure that you boycott anything Conor McGregor does. Someone like that does not deserve our attention. He doesn't deserve the time of day. And it is so satisfying to hear Dana White say that there's already a bunch of lawsuits pending on him. And the New York City issued a warrant of arrest. He already turned himself in. So I hope all the money he got from the Mayweather fight, which I knew was not going to be a fight, that he was going to get smashed by Mayweather, because he's not a boxer. He's good at a lot of things, but in a boxing match, a boxer will always win. But that's the same thing if the boxer goes to the UFC, they'll get smashed, ground and pound all day. But as I was saying, back to Conor McGregor, even if he had beef with Khabib, that is not the way to do it. UFC is like the perfect place to go if you have beef with someone. You can go to Dana, say, I want to fight this guy. You can fight him legally within the rules of whatever state you're in. You can fight him, you can smash his face in as much as you want. And you can do it in front of everyone, for everyone to see, and people would buy that pay-per-view like crazy. But he didn't, and he's a douchebag, and he should never fight in the UFC again. And if he does, I'm not going to watch him. I won't watch him, I won't buy his pay-per-view. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.